in Azam City. You're watching One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. Serving you with information, news, sports, and public affairs. One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. Serving you with love. Ang telebisyong pangmasa. One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. One TV special report.
I am John Rublet of the Philippine Information Agency, Misamis Occidental, your host for this press conference. Every October is Consumer Welfare Month, and this year the theme is Be Smart, Assert Your Consumer Rights. How important is being a smart consumer, and what does it take to be a smart and assertive consumer these days? Unsa na, di ay ang kalahian sa ato ang market these days, and we have to be smart and assertive. Nag-evolve ba itong trend in consumerism, and how is it affecting us? Panibayan kita kay we are joined by no other than the Provincial Director of the Department of Trade and Industry, Misamis Occidental. Help me welcome Provincial Director Luz Galda. We also have the head of the Consumer Protection Division of DTI, Misamis Occidental. Let's give a round of applause to Ma'am Marites Alcampano. By the way, the celebration is also inclusive. We also have a special guest from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, or BSP. Help me welcome the Acting Bank Officer 5, Regional Economic Affairs Staff of BSP Mindanao Regional Office, Sir Ramoneto Hervasio. Sir Ramon. And we also have partner gihapon sa DTI in Consumer Education. We have the Public Schools District Supervisor of Department of Education, Ozamis City, Dr. Fernando Sumundong. And of course, we have the City Agriculturist of Ozamis City Agriculture Office. Help me welcome Sir Carlos S. Pijuan. Alright, so we will discuss first, ang ato ang flow karon, we will discuss first a bit with our panelists, and then media will come in for their questions. Okay, so unahon natin si PD Galda of DTI Misamis Occidental. PD is that time of the year where we heighten our consumer awareness. Can you explain further? Kasi sa theme nato is Be Smart, Assert Your Consumer Rights. What is the importance of being a smart and assertive consumer? What does it mean when you're a smart and an assertive consumer?
Thank you, Ms. Jam, and good afternoon, and good afternoon to fellow panelists and the media here. So, in today's fast-paced marketplace where choices are abundant and transactions are frequent, being smart and assertive about rights empowers consumers to navigate the marketplace landscape or environment confidently and effectively, ensuring that their interests are protected and safeguarded. Understanding consumer rights is the first step to protecting oneself and ensuring fair treatment. Being smart and assertive about consumer rights involves learning the basics of consumer rights, such as product warranties, return policies, pricing practices, and rights to privacy and data protection. It also means staying informed about consumer issues, trends, and scams while taking the time to research products and services before making a purchase. By being informed and proactive, consumers can create a more just and equitable marketplace for everyone. Assertiveness is the key when dealing with businesses and service providers. Communicate clearly and confidently about concerns or issues, whether addressing a faulty product or an unsatisfactory service, articulating expectations firmly and with respect not only increases the likelihood of a positive resolution, but also helps in maintaining a professional and constructive dialogue. Being assertive also involves advocating for fair practices and ethical standards in the marketplace. Consumers contribute to a marketplace where consumer rights are respected and safeguarded. Moreover, collective awareness and assertiveness drive businesses to uphold high standards and foster a fairer marketplace for everyone. By being smart and assertive about consumer rights, consumers not only ensure that they are not only protecting themselves but also contributing to a more equitable and transparent market environment. Consumers' proactive stance help drive positive change and fosters a culture where consumer rights are both acknowledged and upheld.
Right, thank you for that, PD. Kasi we believe na our landscape in consumerism is changing. What is the current landscape of consumerism, and particularly here in the province? Ano na ba yung kabaguhan in how we transact business?
Okay, majority of the Misamis consumers are already aware of their rights because DTI Misamis Occidental Provincial Office conducts a consumer advocacy program through schools, particularly grade 9 and 10, in collaboration with DepEd, and in the barangay level in collaboration with LGUs and info dissemination through our official Facebook page. For this year alone, we have a target of 67 consumer advocacy initiatives. We can say that the Misamis consumers are now empowered and assertive because if they have complaints for a certain product or service. To date, we have 38 consumer complaints received, mediated, and resolved in our office.
Assertive na gila itong mga Misamis consumers. Technology comes with the promise of convenience, pero what are the tricky part of transacting business? For example, online. Okay, uso na makita magsigila order online. Or dili face-to-face, what are the risks po?
Okay. It cannot be avoided that there are risks in transacting online, but we have now an enabling law under the Republic Act number 11967, otherwise known as an act protecting online consumers and merchants engaged in internet transactions. If I may, I would like to share also with you the online shopping security tips, which we will be distributing later. Okay, number one, these are just about 8 tips now. Number one, use hard to guess passwords. Mix alphanumeric and special characters. Number two, give required information only para iwas hackers. Number three, too good to be true deals. Be cautious. Contact merchant to validate the offers para iwas scam. Number four, check the URL. What is URL? Uniform Local Resource Locator. Or the website address. Visit the seller's office or call their telephone numbers to check if they really exist. Baka wala yan. And then number five, read the terms, conditions, and payment methods. If they do not suit you, look for other websites that fit your needs. And number six, use secure payment only. Most online shops accepting credit card payments use as SSL or secure sockets layer encryption to ensure secure transactions. A website has SSL installed if the URL starts with HTTPS instead of just HTTP. What is HTTPS? Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. The S there is the secure. So if you see there HTTP, it's not secure. Okay. Then number 7, log out your account after every transaction. Be hacker-free and totally secure. 7 lang pala yung security tips natin. So I hope we can learn from this. We will be distributing this one also. And also kindly check our FB page, the official FB page of DTI Misamis Occidental for more information. Thank you.
Alright, thank you, PD. Now let's go to Ma'am Marites, head sa Consumer Protection Division sa DTI. Ikaw ba ang receive sa mga complaints, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What are the usual complaints po, ma'am, you received in DTI? And has it changed over the years? May new trend ba tayo sa mga complaints?
Okay. So, una sa tanan, no, ako ang pagdito sa ako ang provincial governor, si Governor N.S. Waminal, for allowing us hardworking and also the hardworking mayor, dynamic and very young, and also, ako na lang po, of course, our mga kauban dire, si kaning press con, this is in celebration of the Consumer Welfare Month. So, ang media karon headed by our beautiful PIA, si Ma'am Jam. And of course, ang kapadere, ang hardworking pod nga PD, si Ma'am Luz. Ako dire po atong partner si Sir Carlos, si Sir Mon, si Dr. Sumondon. And our local partners nga, pero mamintig yun through the years, no? So, katong gingon ni Ma'am Jam, katong gingon ni Ma'am Luz na 38 complaints as of today. 38 complaints received, rejected, and resolved. Okay? So, most of the complaints we have consumer product and service warranty, may kasagara, no? Breach of consumer product and service warranty, and we also have consumer credit transactions na ay mga complaint about ana. We also have disputed billings, kana ang dili magkadimao ang billings, okay? And we also received delayed issuance of ORCR, o motorcycle, nga among gi-classify na siya aron maadto sa DTI liability for product or service, and for customer service and the senior citizen discount. Katong 38 mo to siya classification adto nga mga complaints. Okay? So, ingon ka, Ma'am Jam, has the consumer changed over the years? Kung saan trend? Okay. Yes, Ma'am Jam and everyone. Nowadays, especially after the pandemic, there has been a noticeable trend in consumer complaints shifting towards digital service. Okay? Kay digital na magyuta. Online na gyud. Digital service issues such as online order fulfillment, data privacy concerns, and customer service responsiveness on social media platforms. Kaya nowadays, the buy online through hopefully legit na marketing platform, but some purchase online through FB or TikTok. Yes po. Muna na trend karon.
So, online na talaga.
Yes po.
But how do you process complaints, ma'am? And is it easy for consumers kung midungog sa DTI?
Actually, very easy ra gyud. We process sa tanang DTI provincial offices, we process consumer complaints through mediation. Unsa man si mediation? This is process which an impartial third party, which is called mediator, in the province of provincial office. Ako po yung mediator. I do handle complaints, and then si mediator mag-facilitate discussion between two or more parties in conflict. The bottom line of it is to reach a mutually acceptable resolution. Kumbaga win-win. Now, if those parties agree to disagree, then what happens? That complaint will be endorsed or forwarded to original office and will be addressed by adjudication, or even to sa proper court for litigation. So, muna siya ang process. If there's a consumer complaint, we have this kaning ang template, ang consumer complaint form. They have to file that one. Along with that is they have to give us the photocopy of the official receipt or the warranty card, whatever is the proof of purchase. So, validate ni mediator ang store, then we will schedule for a mediation. So, moto siya ang process sa atong processing of consumer complaint in the province.
Do you encourage consumers to complain, ma'am? Kasi, I don't know if ako lang ba, or sometimes Kana bitong nakay ko siya complain, but di na lang. Would you encourage consumers to complain? And when is the best time to complain and go to DTI?
Yeah, yes, definitely. We encourage actually. One of the basic rights of the consumer is the right to redress. Kung saan siya nga right? You have the right to be compensated if you bought a shoddy goods or defective service or defective products. That will be the best time to complain. Now, sa ako nang giingon, naa siya form, ilang-ilapan. But, we have to validate also nga wala siya ni diretso sa opisina. They have to go back the store kung asa siya nag-buy sa product, and then kung if the store or the supervisor or the owner is unresponsive, that will be the time bato siya sa agency. By the way, DTI is not only agency nga implementer sa Republic Act 7394 or otherwise known as the Consumer Act of the Philippines. Here also, my partner for the agricultural products, sila ang in charge. Si Bangko Sentral for the credit transactions, hinuuno, may complaint ang education. For the DENR products, no? Ato sa tas DENR. For cosmetics, food, and drugs, it's the DOH or FDA. Now, so mo pa siya, we really do encourage the consumers to complain because especially one of the right is kaning the right to redress. And the responsibility, on the other hand, you have to act. So, if you are willing, you also have to attend mediation conference. Dili pwede nga mag-file ka complaint, tapos, because I receive a complaint na, pag-file niya sa DTI, wala na, abi niya, o si DTI na mo'y mag-sulban. No. So, you have to attend a mediation conference for that.
Yes. Alright, thank you for that, ma'am. Let's go to BSP to Sir Ramon Hervasio. Sir Ramon, what is the role of BSP in the Consumer Welfare Month?
Okay, ang BSP, we believe na ang kini mo kung ginatawag nato na consumer welfare is a shared responsibility. Shared responsibility una sa consumer, ikaduha sa kanang service provider, and then ikatulo sa kining regulator. So panahon sa kining consumer month, October, dili na mo gina-highlight ang atong mga consumer protection mechanisms. No, gina-highlight natin pinaagi sa atong mga public information campaigns. So nakipart-partner ta sa atong mga partner agencies, kasama sa DTI, kasama sa Department of Agriculture, kasama sa atong mga miyembro sa media. No, para mapaabot sa atong mga tao nga kung sila adunay reklamo kabahin sa mga kinibitaw financial institutions na gina-supervise sa Bangko Sentral, pwede sila mo reklamo pinaagi sa ilahang una sa website sa BSP o ikaduha pinaagi sa official Facebook page sa BSP. Doon natin kita ginatawag na BSP Online Body. Kay unlike bangkod sa uban nga mga departments sa atong national government, ang branches mangkod sa BSP limited lang. Pananglitan din sa Mindanao, dunalay 7 ka mga branches. Unya lapad biya kayo ang Mindanao. So mo na nga ato siyang gibuhatan o pamaagi para ang tanan nga tao adunay access sa ilahang para pagreklamo kung doon na sila reklamo sa ilang mga financial service providers sama sa mga bangko.
Right. Sir, for those hindi kayo familiar, when we think of BSP, parang pera talaga, di ba? Bangko eh. But in terms of accepting complaints from consumers, do you also accept complaints you mentioned kanina? But what kinds of complaints do you accept?
Okay, so complaints pananglitan relating to services na gi-offer sa usa ka bangko, no? Pananglitan ingon ta nga ang iyahang savings nawala Okay, di ba? So ana, mudagan ta na sa BSP kay ang bangko supervised man siya sa BSP. Kung pananglitan ng utang siya sa usa ka bangko, o niya issue siya og cheque, o niya ang cheque wala ma-deposit sa bangko. So as a result, murag sa record, naa siya arrears, wala siya kabayad. O pero nag-issue naman siya cheque. So niya, wala siya penalized. So pwede siya mudagan sa BSP para ireklamo ang mga inana na cases. So, sa mga lending, basta ang nagpautang bangko, mudagan sa BSP. Or katong dunay mga problema related sa kining mga mortgage property na about to be subdivided. Kanang mortgage property sa mga bangko, bitaw katong gigamit siya as collateral. So, pananglitan, ang lolo o ang lola, nag-loan siya sa usa ka bangko, ang bangko karon nag-close na sa pulan. So, dili man to nila baligya ang yuta, di po to nila man subdivide kay naman siya annotation, no? Say encumbered siya. So pwede siya nga muduol sa BSP para atong i-forward dito sa Manila, tan-aw ng record kung doon na pa ba siya outstanding balance. At the same time, ato po siyang i-advise nga muduol po siya sa PDIC, kaya posible kasi nga ang iyang property wala sa BSP pero tuwa sa PDIC, which is our co-regulator pag-abot sa mga bangko. So yun na mga nature ang pwede nila i-duol sa BSP. Nagkaroon kung ang problema is relating sa mga private lending institutions, meaning to say, mga dili mga bangko. So ato sila mudagan sa Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. Kay ang SEC man mo ay regulator sa mga private lending institutions. Pawn shops po under gihapon sa Bangko Sentral. So mga pawn shops, mga remittance agencies, mga kanang foreign exchange nga mga FX dealers, so under na sila sa Bangko Sentral.
Alright, that's good to know, sir. Thank you for that. Our consumer goods, halos na ng presyo are increasing, and we know inflation is still high. What does it mean when inflation is high, and what can a consumer do? I mean, high prices. Do you parang suggest na mag-save or invest?
O sige, ani, no? Kanang presyo manggod, mura na siya double-edged sword. It may be good or it may not be good, no? So, una nga sa Pilipinas, ug uban pang mga nasod natin ginatawag na inflation target. So sa Pilipinas, ang atong inflation target ikan sa 2% ngadto sa 4%. Mo na atong target. So kung mosunod siya nga, meaning to say nga, ang atong presyo stable. Kaya dili man pwede nga ang atong presyo ubos kaayo because dili na siya maka-encourage sa atong mga producers. So pananglitan, ang mga mag-uuma, ubos kayo ang presyo sa particular na crop, dili sila magtanong ato kay alkansi man. No? Alkansi siya, alkansi sa gasto. So muna nga, natin target na 2 to 4%. Now, sa pagkakaroon sa Pilipinas, karong August, no, latest na mga data, nata sa 3.3%. So sunod na sa target. So okay ta. Pero previous month, katong sa sa July, 4.4. Sa Pilipinas na siya. Nga, din po sa Region 10, ang overall sa Region 10 is 4.2. So meaning to say, taas na kay sa target as an overall na region. Kay 4.0 man ang atong higher end sa target. Ang actual atong August is 4.2. So eksakto ka ma'am Jazz, taas ng Region 10. Pero, specifically for Misamis Occidental, ang atong inflation nga ni is 1.9%. Kung pasabot, nga mas ubos po ta sa 2% nga lower target sa atong gobyerno. What does it mean? Kasi po pasabot ani nga ubos ang inflation sa Misamis Occidental. Kung pasabot na ito ani Ma'am Jam, nga sa atong piso, mas daghan tag mapalit. O mas daghan tag mapalit, kaya mas barato man ang presyo nga ni sa Misamis Occidental. Siguro, mapangutan na, ngano nga kung ubos sa Misamis Occidental, ngano nga sa overall Region 10, taas man. Kumbaga, tungod kay taas ang presyo sa atong highly organized cities. Panalitan sa Cagayan de Oro o sa Iligan. So, sa implication, mag-save ba ta? Ang answer is, for household level, tanaw nato ang atong mga expenses, labi na kung taas ang inflation, tanaw nato ang atong mga expenses, kung sa atong mga expenses nga pwede natong pagkamyan o tapyasan. Okay? Mas taas ang inflation, mas lower man ang atong purchasing power doon. Oo. Pero fortunately, sa taga-mispo, ang atong inflation ubos at 1.9 sa August. Na-excited po ko nga mahibaw kung unsa kaha sa September. Kaya huwag pa man nagawas ang September ng inflation.
Okay, so okay pa kayo dire. So, alin na mo sa Miss O? Live with in Miss O. Come to Miss O. Yeah, I think that's it. Pero last and last before I go to the sir, do you, naku may scam kay, ang scam is sa bangko pero wala kayo, but do you have scams gihapon sa inyo jurisdiction?
Yeah, ang kanang scam, murag tanan man siguro nga facet sa atong kinabuhi, inputting kwarta, no? Basta inputting kwarta or inputting assets, na-ginay posibilidad nga na-ay scam. So, na-gihapon ang scam sa pagkakaroon, muna nga katong iiskutan ni ma'am, importante kaayo especially sa katong naay mga digital wallets nga strong ang atong passwords, no? Strong ang atong password para dili mawala ang atong kwarta nga naa sa atong digital wallet. O sa una man gud ang scam, pagpangawat man gud na siya, no? Katong dili pa ta digital pero karon digital man unang gitawag nato nga scam. So if the offer is too good to be true, more likely it is not true. So, scam yun na siya. So, careful ta na. Pagkadawat ang mga balitan text, may nga, congratulations, you won 100,000 pesos from BSP lottery, no? So, what tayo apilan na lottery. So, those are red flags na kinahanglan din nato tan-awon. Now, sa pagkakaroon, busumpay lang po ma'am ha, sa pagkakaroon, dagang na kayo tag-recourse kung mabiktima magamit ka sa mga scam. Magkuhay pa lamang atong July 2024 na pirmahan sa atong presidente ang itawag nato Anti-Financial Account Scamming Act. Okay, wala kasi tayo Anti-Scamming Act before. So bago lang ni siya. Kunya atong June 2022 po, napirmahan po sa atong presidente ang Financial Products and Consumer Protection Act. So, mao na nga kita nga mga consumer kinahanglan nga mahibaw ta unsa ang atong mga katungod isip consumer sa usa ka serbisyo o sa usa ka produkto. No, kay kung wa ta kay bawo, di po ta kay bawo mo assert kung unsa man gani ang atong katungod.
Alright, thank you for that, Sir Mons. Okay, let's go to DepEd, to Dr. Sumundo. Sir, what is the role of DepEd? Okay, wala may complaints sa DepEd. What is the role of DepEd in the consumer welfare celebration and how important is involving students in consumer education?
Okay, good afternoon everyone. On behalf of the Department of Education, particularly in the Division of Usami City, for the Department of Education, it is already a sort of institutionalized celebration with DepEd. So this is in line with Article 154, Chapter 2 of the Consumer Act of the Philippines. That the Department of Education will always involve and conduct activities, programs and projects in relation to the observance of Consumer Welfare Month. This is very important because we are into education. We are educating the learners, especially on their rights as consumers. At the same time, when they become entrepreneurs. For DepEd, along with the line, we included it in our curriculum. Integrated the Consumers Welfare Act in our discussion. And we have activities in the schools, in the school levels, such as symposium, poster making contest, And of course, one is the activity conducted by DTI. We are actively participating because we believe in its trust, and it's a sort of culmination on the part of our learners that whatever they learn about consumers' rights, they can also show it in public by participating in the QCD. That's our rule. And further, we have DepEd Order number 22 to Series 2021, Financial Education Policy, wherein DepEd is gearing towards empowering our learners, no? So that they will be able to make wise financial decisions, take advantage of economic opportunities to become entrepreneurs, and achieve financial health. In fact, in our K-12 program, we have our senior high school. There are three options that we are seeing in Tono. One is our graduates in basic education will choose to continue college education. Second is to work. No? So we are training them to work. And the third is entrepreneurship. No? Hoping that after the basic education, some of our learners will become successful entrepreneurs. So far we have 7 batches already of graduates of senior high school. So we are conducting, the research is conducted now as to how successful our learners as far as entrepreneurship is concerned. Now, going to the details of educating our learners, siguro it will be very prevalent in terms of our canteen. No? So in terms of educating our learners in terms of how they will purchase and what are the things to be bought in our canteen, we in depth really identified food items that are not allowed to be sold in our canteen. No? So food products having a lot of salt content, preservatives, and sugar are not allowed. Red flag yan sa DepEd, and we do not allow that in our canteen, school canteen. So that is very clear, and if the learners will be looking for products that are not in the canteen, so in a way we are telling them that those kind of products are not healthy for you. So what we are selling here is only those products that are good only for our consumers, particularly the learners. So that's how DepEd play an important role in educating our consumers, our learners in our schools.
That's so great, Sir Noel. They should start learning being a smart and assertive consumer while they're still in school.
Yes.
And it is also like creating like a critical thinking Gen Zs.
Yes. So, of course, learning should start at home, no? Our first teachers are our parents. However, in the formal education in DepEd, we really institutionalize, and it's a mandate of the Department of Education to ensure that our learners will be able to contribute meaningfully to building the nation. And healthy learners and learners with wise decisions can greatly contribute to nation building. So, the knowledge and information provided by the Department of Education will really greatly help our learners. So talking about the Gen Zs who are, at this time, they are 12 years old to 30 years old, right? So there are a lot of temptations outside, no? Our money, our funds are limited. However, there are a lot of options to be bought that are not really essential. They are just wants and not essential, and some are not really healthy. So the Department of Education really is playing that role to educate the learners, and this Consumers Welfare Act, no? The rights and welfare of the learner should be inculcated even in the elementary level, in the primary level, so that our learners will be able to make the wisest decision in their life.